Hi everyone, and welcome to week 2 of Research and Theory. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the Module 2 assignment, Theories that Guide Nursing Practice. It does talk about writing it in a proposal format, which is probably new to the majority of you, and I personally have never written one either, so I wanted to make sure to give you some guidance on that. So let me pull up the PowerPoint here and just go over it quickly with you. Okay, so week 2, Research and Theory. The objectives of the week I took right from your course. And we talked a little bit about the concepts of the nursing meta-paradigm week 1. So, for example, we talked about Watson's theory of caring and those different Caritas processes that she has that define her theory. Those would be the concepts. So, describe how the concepts guide nursing practice, which we're going to talk about in your assignment, and then we're going to compare concepts within nursing theories, and you're going to do all 3 of these things with the assignment for the week. So a nursing theory, remember we talked about this, provides a framework for evidence-based nursing practice. So if you're working in a certain area, remember we gave the example, if you're working in hospice, maybe you want to use the Watson's caring theory, or whatever other ones that you guys talked about and we talked about. It also is the basis for the pursuit of new knowledge. So the course competency I put in here, it's important because there's several course competencies listed in your course. The one for this week is identifying the major concepts of selected nursing theories. And the reason I put this in here and the reason I'm bringing attention to it is because in Module 11 there's a discussion post, and it talks about describing how you achieved each course competency, including at least one example of new knowledge gained. So I just wanted you to keep it in the forefront of your mind that you will be addressing each course competency, and I think you could easily answer that question after completing the assignment for this week, this competency here based on nursing theories. So let's take a look at the scenario in the assignment for the week 2 written assignment. You're working as an RN at a local hospital that recently changed ownership. The new owners are committed to a culture that embraces evidence-based practice and uses it as a guide for their policies and procedures. The focus of evidence-based practice can be seen in part of the hospital's mission statement and local advertising campaign, which states, "Evidence-based practice, the key to advancing quality and safety in healthcare." While the hospital mission includes the statement to be the healthcare center of choice, through superior clinical outcomes, evidence-based practice-driven protocols, and the advancement of practice utilizing formal and continuing education, the leadership team share their beginning in the process of applying for magnet status as a healthcare facility. So the point of this assignment is they've asked for volunteers to serve on a subcommittee to select a nursing theorist as a framework to be used in guiding this nursing practice. So you can see the scenario listed above is really based in a lot of evidence-based practice, current practices. So when you're looking at your different theorists, you can probably mold anyone to fit into that because they all practice evidence-based practice in their own ways, and they're all a little bit different. But you've been asked to search the various nursing theorists and select 2 to present to the leadership team. Okay, so basically you're on a subcommittee to choose a framework of one of the theorists to use as their framework. The assignment instructions are step 1, select 2 nursing theorists. There is a list in the module. It gives you a list of some of them I've never heard of. You certainly don't have to be limited to that list. You can use one that you used in the week 1 assignment, or you can use one another student has used. It's really up to you. Whatever is most interesting to you and think that fits. The second step is to prepare a written proposal that compares and contrasts 2 theorists and make a recommendation. So then you're going to pick one which would be a better fit for this facility and explain why. So step 3, you're going to identify the 2 selected theorists and summarize it, compare and contrast the 2 theories, and then formulate a recommendation that fits that facility best. So the keyword in this assignment is proposal, and many of you are thinking maybe what is a proposal or how do I do it? So a proposal is a formal plan for consideration for action in a healthcare facility, not only healthcare but in a facility. So there is a guide in Library Learning Services. If you click on this link, it talks about an evidence-based practice proposal. The information in it is pretty general, so I'll tell you exactly what I want you to do for the assignment. Remember that a proposal, this is what it says in there. Just keep in mind that the proposal has to be fact-based. So if you're recommending a nursing theorist for a hospital, you know, you may be all set on Florence Nightingale or Jean Watson or Orem, but that's your personal opinion, right? So we have to kind of keep the opinions out of this, and it has to be fact-based, or how you see it as fact-based. So a proposal in the definition in Library Learning Services is a clear, organized plan that introduces an area of need and includes the details to complete a project. So what you're going to essentially be doing is providing two different theorists, comparing them, and recommending one for that facility, and explaining why. The main parts of the proposal typically are listed here. However, your rubric is a little different, so you do not specifically have to include these components. We're going to include the components that are on the rubric. So if you look at the rubric, to obtain mastery, it talks about describing the theorists, comparing and contrasting, and then making the recommendation, no spelling or grammar errors, and your reference list. And I'll go over in a second the template I want you to use. So helpful hints, use the template provided. I will go over that in a second. And I don't know, I feel like I have to repeat this every quarter, but remember, paragraphs are a minimum of 3 to 5 sentences. So if it's 2 sentences or less, it's not a paragraph. So make sure, just a helpful hint, that all your paragraphs are at least 3 to 5 sentences and longer, but no shorter. The length of this assignment is 2 to 3 pages, excluding title and reference page. So the farther you get in nursing school, the shorter the more concise you're going to have to write. So please don't exceed the 2 to 3 pages. It doesn't have to be long or go on. And then the title and reference page. And then the other key thing about this class is, remember, this is a research class. Okay, there's little room for opinions in a research class. So make sure there's literature support throughout your document. And then, of course, submit it to Grammarly prior to submission to the Dropbox. Okay, if you have questions, you can email me or give me a call. My number's on the course homepage. I do want to look at the template here that I talked about. I created it specifically for this assignment. Everything that we just talked about I cut out from here. And so let's look at this let's look at this template real quick. I tried to lay it out to make it simple. So even though it's a proposal, it's still going to be in APA format, in a paper format. You just need to include these components. Okay, you can see this is a typical APA template paper. You can populate whatever you need to in here. This is what I want you to look at. This is copied right from your rubric, except for, I don't know if the introduction's on there, but I added it. I want you to leave these headers in your paper because this is directly what's on the rubric, and it'll make it easier for grading for me and easier for you to write your paper. So you can you can remove all the rest of this stuff, but your introduction here, so an overview of why you chose the theories. Overview of Theory 1, and then I took information from the Mastery section of the rubric, included it right here. You can remove this before you submit it. So overview of whatever theory here, overview of whatever theory number 2 here. Here's where you're going to compare the theories, and I put in what's Mastery from the rubric, and then the recommendation and conclusion. And you can delete this section prior to submission, but I want you, again, make sure to submit it to Grammarly. And I just gave you those helpful hints, no longer than 2 to 3 pages, and making sure there's literature support throughout. So I hope this helps you in this proposal assignment. I'm excited to see your thoughts and who you choose and who you compare, and which one you pick for this hospital. And as always, let me know if you have any questions, and have a wonderful week. Bye.